Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the GodSquadSMP. Well, today it is time to build something that I've been trying to do for a little while but haven't done and whatnot. But it's going to take quite a few different steps to do, and I'm just going to go ahead and take my cow anyway. Don't really need him, but you know, why not? Actually, you know what? Probably, let's save him for when we do another one of those water monuments. Let's just take a regular old boat. Don't know whose this is, but they left it there, so I'm going to use it. And I need to go back out to where I'm going. It's kind of far away, so we'll probably just end up over there. But I will try to show you what I'm doing, at least a little bit. Hopefully it's not going to be too overly complicated. It would be probably more complicated to explain what it exactly it's doing, like in detail. But you'll probably get the gist of it shortly after I show you what it's supposed to do. So, yeah, I'm going to go over there. I'll have to get a little resources while I'm there to get everything up and going, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, so here we are back in that area that I was lighting up down underground, trying to prepare for something else. But first what I gotta do is actually need to get some gravel so I can build up some walls and stuff. Mostly gravel because it falls. Really, I could do it with anything, but this is a little bit easier to do in the long run. And I'll probably have to come down here and I need to dig out, like, lots of stuff anyways in the end. But in the meantime, just gravel. Too much? I have enough space. Okay. I couldn't remember how much room I had in my inventory for stuffs. But I just need to go here. Oh, nope. Okay. Dig all this out real quick, get a bunch of gravel, and start pillaring it upward. I have to pick out exactly where I want to do this, like the start of it. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult to do, actually. I could probably even figure that out right now, because... Oh, wait, I need air. No! There we go. Alright. Okay, let's see here. If that's the center right now, let's go ahead and move over here. I think over here should be sufficiently far enough away. And I just need to build up. Just build a tower up here. I don't want to do the torches. Not really, no. Let's try that again. Let's not stand right above it. That would be smart. So let's just go up here. And once I get to the top, I'll kind of like set up the rest. See, that was pretty easy. The other part I need one here, and then now what I'm gonna do is just, well, actually, like so. I think it's like that, something like that, and then I need to get like right here. Like that, and then there's actually going to be a block here. These two don't need to be here like that. And I'm pretty sure it's something like this. I'm going to go ahead and put all this gravel. There. Oh, that's better. Just drop all this gravel down here, and then I'll show you what's going on in just a moment. Okay, so now we got this wall here. It's more or less finished. I'm actually going to put these blocks here with leaves, but I'll do that kind of on its own because it's pretty straightforward. Now what we got to do is go to the other side, or basically this side. I'm actually going to go all the way down to the bottom to be sure I get it exactly right. And I'm going to go over, I don't need to go over like a crazy amount, but enough that I have enough space that I want to do what I want to do. Let me just get down here. All right. And just follow along this path. It needs to be parallel. Or aligned with the other one, whatever you want to call it. It's parallel? Technically it's parallel, even though it's not completely straight. Okay, let me stop here real quick. Put that so I know where I am. Oh, that's probably more than I need, actually. Here. Just break that. Go back a little bit. I don't need that much space, I don't think. That's kind of excessive. I wasn't really, like, I don't have this, like, super well planned out. I have an idea of what I need. Yeah, this is probably gonna do. So, oops, nope, not that. I want to use the gravel. So we're basically gonna do this number again, except it's gonna be flipped. But I just need to make sure that they're aligned with each other. Otherwise, the thing's not gonna work once I get done. So let's go ahead, and since it's gonna be the opposite, this one has the 3, then that should be that there. Yeah. And then rip, I'm out of dirt. Give me dirt. And right there. Pretty sure that's it. Okay, so now again, more gravel. And just drop that down, make another wall. And then we go to, oh no. Go to the next step, which is actually the more, arguably the more interesting part of this build. Because it's going to require some redstone. I know redstone and water don't usually mix, but in this case, it's perfectly fine. Blocks. Fall. Fall. Thank you. Alright, well I know it's dark right now, but this is basically the beginning of this contraption here. And right now it probably doesn't look like a whole lot other than just like what it looks like, maybe a weird crane or something like that. And that's not necessarily too far off, but we definitely have to build another one of these over here. And it's basically going to be the same thing, just mirrored. Let's see if I remember how I did that. I think it was like this, with piston facing downward. I think on the outside here, like this. And I think another piston down here. And do I have another? I have another observer. Yes. Observer goes right there. And then I'll have to remember the rest of it. But I'm gonna build the same thing that I did there over here real quick. And then I'll show you the last part of this, and I can actually show you what it does. Okay, so you can see I have the 2 crane looking things built. And now it's time for the next little bit here. Actually, I'm gonna need to make one more thing real quick. Before I do that, let me just make that. Right. And I need cobblestone. There we go. Like, where to go? Anyway, we're gonna move over to here. Actually, I'm gonna have to put down a few blocks for me to stand on here. And right here, we're gonna have a observer facing upward. Then we'll need another one facing downward, like so. Then we got slab blocks like this. That doesn't need to be there anymore. No, actually, I might need it. But whatever, we'll get to that in a second. Break these. I'm gonna need. Put this around the edges here so nothing sticks to it. Need my sticky piston. I have one facing this direction. Another facing this way. 3 more of these. More cobblestone wrapping around there. I'm gonna put this right, not that. I need that. Let's put, oh, hey, come on. Give to me. I need, nope, not the leaves. I can't do it, guys. I need that right there. Okay, actually I do need that step up. Like, get up here and do this. So we need another one facing upward. No, not there. This one faces... Stop bouncing. This one faces upward. And this one should be downward like so. And that, dispenser right here is to keep it from moving. Because if I don't do that, it's automatically gonna push. So, there we go. And what we should have here now is essentially a flying machine. And what in the world do I need a flying machine for, you might ask? Well, clearly, it's so I can drain the ocean. What? So I'm gonna head and put this around the edge here. Now I can repeat this over and over again if I wanted, but I don't have no need for that. But if I recall correctly, should just need to update this one here, and it should start flying in that direction. Let's go ahead and do that, and it really just need to put anything on it. So I'm just gonna put a torch here, and then whoop, should go. And what'll happen? It gets to the station, and the station should move downward. And as you can see here, it's slowly wiping away the top layer of water here. And that's, if you see that, that's just ghosting. My client thinks it's there, but it really isn't. And it'll move over, and then push down, it passes over to that one, it gets pushed down again, and it's ready for the next layer. And so this thing will just go back and forth, over and over again, eliminating one layer of water at a time. And like I said, I could repeat this multiple times. So I can have this one here, another one, another one, another one. Right now I just have the resources handy for one of these. So what's basically gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to rebuild this several times over to that side and do the same thing several times. And this thing looks crazy with all these ghosting blocks. What in the world? Like, oh, is it shift 3? Not T, is it? That would reload the textures. What is the one for reloading the things? F3A, I think? If my computer doesn't die. Nope, that's... whatever, I don't remember. But either way, if I log out here and come back, these blocks will be gone. And I don't need that thing. Wow, that's so weird. And if I jump on these, my client will have a fit and a half. So basically what's going on here, as you might have seen when it went the first time, is that flying machine is just flying one direction, and whenever it runs into a wall, it activates and starts going the opposite direction. So it's a bi-directional flying machine. And that means it can go two ways. And this thing is just like a return station. So when it comes by, it passes underneath, and it moves it down one. It pushes down the flying machine, and it passes underneath that, and it moves it down a second time. That way it can keep up with the level that it's at as it goes by, because it comes by one, gets pushed down one, right? And then the machine has to go down one to push it. And when it goes by, it goes down one more, because when it gets to that side, it's going to go down. So if it only went down one time on this side, it would only work once, and then you'd have to like manually have the machine go down. So basically, what's gonna happen on all of these, and actually these leaf blocks, I have the leaf blocks there because you see there's an exposed sticky piston on that side next to that observer there. The leaves don't get moved by sticky pistons like other blocks do. Like if I can jump down here now, and so now we have a water trench. And I'll basically be doing this probably 4, 5, maybe 6 more times off in this direction to drain this area of the ocean. Because there's really no other really good way to drain it. You could do it with lots and lots of gravel or sand. That's not very efficient. It takes forever. And you end up with just like an absolute mess. And you have to use a lot of resources. This, you only need the machine, and then the 2 return stations and the walls on both the sides. And then it just does its thing. So I don't have to dig it up afterward. I don't have to do all this other crazy madness just to make it nice and pretty. It'll just do it all by itself. And then I can just take this apart, move it to the next section with that, and continue on. And that's probably what I'll be doing. It's not really a good way for me to do it right now. I have to get more, I can get more gravel. But I need more leaf blocks, I think. Do I have enough in here? I have enough. So I can start doing that. That's maybe what I'll do is I'll start working on the next section here. So I can get it going. And ready for the next one. Because I technically, like, this overflow I don't need to do. Because this is the source block. So once it actually comes across here, it's going to just make it even wider. And actually, I don't have this area down here flat. Actually, maybe I should work on that first. If I don't like carve this out for the machine, once it gets down here, it's gonna get stuck. So I probably should do that first. When you look at that, a nice trench right down the middle of the ocean, and it's pretty much all done except for this one layer of water down here. And actually, most of this water isn't even solid blocks because I had to dig out some of the bottom of the ocean. So what it basically ends up being is just flowing water. So as I go along, mostly in that direction, this will all end up being dry, and then I just have to put like a layer of blocks along the edge or something. But this way I can have a nice perfect like swath right through the ocean that I can do what I need to do with. And I love the reflectivity, like in the motion of the water here. It's like Moses parting the waters here, except I'm doing it with machines. But yeah, I need to continue doing a bunch of the other stuff here on the edges and whatnot. So I'm gonna work on that, and hopefully show you like when it's more complete. Oh my gosh. This takes so long. So what I'm doing right now is trying to clear out this space down at the bottom. Sort of like how I did over here, I flattened it out. I'm trying to flatten this out right now, and it's taking forever. I mean, I guess I can't complain. I need to be expected and whatnot. I actually found more gravel that I already had dug up, so I went ahead and used that for that there. And got more leaves and whatnot. So now I'm just cleaning this up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this gravel, but whatever. I need to clean it off first. It's easier to get rid of the gravel first before I start digging out the stone, because the gravel will fall down on top of my head and stuff like that and just get in the way. So unfortunately, I think I'm probably gonna end up breaking this shovel before I finish this part of it. Or even the whole thing, period. That's and even my pick probably too. I'll need to get repair it or get another one or something before I'm done with this. Look at this. I think it's too fast. There we go. But yeah, I think I would really like to be able to finish this up on this video, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And even if it did, honestly, this is only like step 1 of what I need to do anyways. So it might be better for me to just finish this off recording, and then we can actually pick up on the next one with the actual progression of what I actually am going to be using this for. Because you're probably wondering, why in the world do you need a big hole in the ocean? And that is actually an excellent question. Unfortunately, you're probably not going to know what that is right now, because I have to do all this stuff first. And it just takes way too long. Oh, I need to get to this side. Yeah. Now I'll just go for it. Made it. At least I didn't fall down and break my legs. Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just dig up stuff, unload my inventory, dig up some more stuff. I need to go back. I need like make another portal or something out here maybe for the future. But right now, it's just gonna be gonna take too long. I'll just leave it there to do all of this stuff off and on, just to even get the rest of this prepared. But I did definitely want to show you how this worked, and I'm gonna be taking that stuff and building it here, and maybe even make another one, so I can be running 2 of these at the same time. Because I technically could run all these at once, because it's a relatively simple machine. It's not gonna be like horrendously bad for the server or anything like that. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, if I'm gonna want to use up all those resources making these things. But I could just let them run and then build them again in the next section and let them run some more. But even then, that part just is going to take more time as well. But I kind of got the outline here. I have to dig all this stuff out. Gotta repair all my tools, blah, blah, blah. I already said all this, but I'm going to say it again anyway. Anyhow, I think that's where I'm going to have to leave it off. Just so I can get everything else done and we can progress. But that's how it's going to go. Anyway, I want to thank you all guys so much for watching. And God bless.